So the first thing I'd like to talk about is this spiral bound notebook. It has a plastic cover sheet and then a second paper cover sheet, and the paper on the inside has a dot grid. The paper is really nice and smooth. I'm going to swatch it later in the video, but I'm considering using this for my 2019 bullet journal, and I already like just the format of it a lot. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about are these weekly sticky notes. They're really nice, very minimalist design. They stick well to paper, and the paper itself is nice. I think they're made out of the same material as the paper in the notebook, and you'll be seeing a lot of this in my bullet journal entries. So how could I go to Muji without picking up some of these gel pens? I got a set of 12, and they got rave reviews from everyone who I asked what they like best at Muji. So they're 0.5, and I like the shape of the barrel a lot. It's not very ergonomic or anything, but it is just very aesthetic. So the next thing I picked up is this clear tipped highlighter. So it has a chisel tip with a window in it and then a fine tip. The color is really bright, good for highlighting, and so is this little window. This is really neat. It helps you make sure that you don't over highlight, which I have a huge problem with. So I'm really excited to use this in my notes and annotations. The next thing I went ahead and got was this clear mechanical pencil. So it has a needle tip and also an eraser. You can pop the cap off and use the eraser. I like to use black erasers better, but it does have an eraser, which is nice. And I was really impressed with this. I bought it because it was pretty, but this little tip here is like magic or something, because this is the first 0.5mm pencil I've used that the lead doesn't break consistently, so I would definitely recommend this to anyone who's going shopping. One of the other things I got was this black eraser. It's really tiny and cute, and it was only 75 cents, and I really like it just for the form. I also like block erasers, and because this one is so small, it makes it easy to erase small areas. It works pretty nicely. I don't know how to compare it to other erasers other than it works well, it's a functional eraser, and it's very adorable. So the thing that I most regret getting is this black calligraphy pen. I picked it up because I've wanted a black calligraphy pen for a while, but this is really hard to use. I can't seem to get it to write the way I want to, and if you press too hard, it just ends up making a line with no ink. Because the tip is so soft, it's really hard to control, and I have to work super slow. And even when I do work really slowly, the result is pretty large, and it's also very uneven. So this is the thing I regret getting the most. So the last thing I want to talk about today is this gray smooth writing gel pen. They call it a smooth writing gel pen, but I think it's the same ink as the other gel pens, except those don't come in gray. And the body's a little different. Instead of a cap, it has a clicker, and it also has a clip, which I will admit I don't like as much as the Zebra Sarasa clip, but it does work, it's functional. And because the ink is really nice, it's a kind of a dark charcoal gray color, I want to use this to set off parts of my notes that are separate from the others or that are like a note to self. So I like this a lot. I would definitely get it again. So to wrap up this video, I just want to briefly talk about the things that I most highly recommend and would 100% get again if I went to Muji. And so the first thing is this notebook. After swatching it, I was super impressed with the paper. Even with the really heavy calligraphy pen, there's no bleed through at all and only a little bit of shadowing. So beyond just the form value of it, this is excellent paper, so I highly recommend this. The next thing are the gel pens in the red violet, the two lighter blue colors, and this kind of jade green color. They all write super smooth, and these are colors that I have not found in any other gel pens, so that's awesome. And my last favorite thing is this clear pencil. I don't know what they did to make this, but it's excellent, and after using it for a couple days, I am continuing to be impressed by this. So that's my Muji haul. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.